you see that one?
Yeah, good performance. Some really good passages. I thought had to withstand a bit of pressure early on. Obviously, Righty got sin binned there, so they were probably dominant for the first 20 minutes, and we turned it around quickly. Managed to play with speed and tempo, and that was our plan. Play on top of them and take our opportunities, and yeah, a lot of good signs.
You mentioned take your opportunities. Obviously, there were still a few mistakes. Is it kind of one of those ones where, when we do take opportunities, we can beat anyone?
Yep. Yeah, 100%. And that's what we've reviewed the last 2 weeks. Like against quality opposition last week, everyone's excited that we're up 7 and we should have been up 24-0, to be honest. But tonight we saw a few more of those opportunities, or took them when they presented instead of in review on Monday. So pleased. Understand we've still got plenty to work on.
Is it frustrating then to be 3 and 5 when you could, I guess, easily be 5 and 3?
Oh, I can't change what's happened. Now we just got to build momentum and take confidence and belief off the back of tonight, and then a lot of long periods of last week as well, and and head to Cape Town ready to go. We love touring as a group. Boys enjoy it. So on the plane nice and early tomorrow, and get over there and start our prep.
You mentioned Wright. What does that say about a young kid that can get sin bin in the first 5 minutes and come back and still inject himself into the game, score a try, be an impact? Yeah,
very level-headed, and you actually forget how young Wright is, because he's just a mature bloke, for someone of his age, and it didn't rattle him at all, and then there was another, we had a crack there off kick-off receipt, and he spilt the ball, but that didn't worry him. We don't dwell on errors. He parked that and moved on and had some really good contributions. He'll take a lot of confidence out of tonight. He's a point of difference player, and that's why we selected him. And he's got a lot of good moments ahead of him at Super Rugby.
Tom Banks, pretty good at the backwood. Should make his performance tonight.
Yeah, similar to Righty, I suppose. He's just in the game early. We played with a lot more skill tonight probably than what we have in the last couple of weeks, even just amongst our forwards, just a lot more pass in our game, and that's something that we've been talking about for a while. So, and then, Banksy just managed to get some good touches and get some build confidence early on, and really pleased for him. He likes playing against the South African teams.
Lachie McCaffrey came off with a bit of a limp, is he?
Yeah, he's okay, I think. Yeah, he's a little medial, nothing too major though, hopefully. So plan at this stage is he'll be on the plane, but we'll just monitor him over the next few hours, I suppose.
Any other injuries?
No. CO's fine. Yeah, just his ankle jammed up a little bit, and you bring Slipper on. It was very good again, so it was precautionary.
We touched on Banksy. Obviously, the Wallabies number 15 jersey is now vacant. I won't press you on that one, but if Banksy, is that his for the taking? If he, didn't play like he played tonight?
Yeah, it's someone's. I think you just let's not get ahead of ourselves with on the back of one pretty good performance. I just think we rush into that with individuals, not just Tom Banks, but anyone. You know what I mean? Like, let's just let him prep well and play well again next week. And if your preparation's good, you perform well for your franchise, and all those selections and those outcomes will look after themselves. So he'll be, he's got genuine speed. He's in the game. He'll challenge any defensive line. So whether it's Super Rugby or Test level, he's someone that's going to be in the forefront of selectors' minds.
Christian, you must have enjoyed that one tonight.
Yeah, obviously nice to win in front of our home fans and at home before we head away. And again, we were good in patches. Where we weren't, I think we'll learn and look to improve as well.
How much do you take out of it being up early on a flight tomorrow morning, but you're coming off a win?
Yeah, I think you enjoy it for what it is now, a nice win, and then I guess we'll get on the plane and there'll be a few laptops going around to review the game and sort of start to prepare for the next game as well. The comp moves pretty quick. Enjoy this tonight and get on the plane and start preparing as best we can.
You were heading pretty sweetly. Any changes there, or just a good night?
Just a good night.
Dan, the team's really been struggling this season in the second half, coming straight out of the sheds, but tonight was a pretty good performance. What's changed?
Oh, it's individual, isn't it? You know, it's between your own ears and what you've got to do. You know, we've tweaked a few things. Last week we tried something that was physical. Tonight it was more mental and you know, we don't need to be dwelling on it and jumping at shadows, but you know, stats show that we've been poor in that period, and tonight was better. I think they still managed to score one try there. Joey forced a turnover, and Rasta didn't see an infringement at the breakdown where I thought we were unlucky, and didn't get a penalty when we probably should have. We gave one away in the end. Yeah, so you just, you know, you got to learn those sorts of things. They're mental, you know, just making sure that individually and then as a group we're focused on what's important. So yeah, we'll continue to look to improve in that period of the game.
Are we going to be good for next week?
Next week he'll be on the plane. I can't tell you whether he'll be good for next week.
If he does play on that tour, what's he going to bring to this group after a win like that? Obviously, you don't want to change a winning team, but it's David Pocock. What's he going to add?
Oh, you know, just as I've said it a number of times, just he gives you confidence. World-class player. You know, Poey's one of the few blokes in the country who can, you know, not have played for a long period of time and come back in and perform at an extremely high level. So, you know, obviously he's on ball work, but just the confidence he brings to the group, and obviously with the opposition, they got to worry about David Pocock. You know, I think most teams would breathe a sigh of relief if he's not in the opposition. You know, like similar to us. You know, when you've got your tip sheet and guys who you identify as threats, and Poey's one of them for other teams.
You don't like looking too far ahead and talking finals and that kind of stuff. Is the feeling in the room after a win like that our season's very much alive, even though only 3 wins?
Yeah, we're certainly not talking about finals. We're talking about this. We're talking about getting to sleep and getting on the plane and yeah, starting our prep for the Stormers. Yeah, it's we'd be kidding ourselves to be talking about finals, as would any team, you know.
I guess the better way of asking that is how much confidence do you take out of a win like that?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's. I think confidence off our, and Christian acknowledged it with the group. It's been about our preparation, and you know, we were since the Reds game, the players have been fantastic. Really honest review of that game, tweaked a few things around our preparation and just our general standards. We weren't too far off, but just in a few areas, and the boys have been magnificent, you know, in terms of the quality of training over the last 2 weeks is what gives us confidence, and that allows you to perform well. So we've done that tonight. We're going to do it again next week.